2015 saw a number of global upheavals. In South Africa, a student revolt took center stage. Angered by the slow pace of change, students turned to social media. The RhodesMustFall hashtag, so powerful it became a movement. The country witnessed a new level of awareness and organization. Students insisted on being heard.
Let me stand up for myself and for those who stood before me. Let me march for myself and for those who marched before me. Let me call out a mantra and raise my fist and let me cry after hundreds of years. Let me cry.
Nine months later, students reflect with pride on their accomplishments.
Mani had the protest, and it was a very important moment for many black students and black workers and academics at this university, because it was the first time in which, these issues were tackled so directly, and the university was publicly embarrassed and had to deal with this. The realities of a racist, institution. And when many students joined Kumani, there was a threat that students were going to get expelled or suspended for participating in something like this. But it started a bigger conversation at the university around institutional racism and, general marginalization and alienation of black people at the institution. And I think we met as a collective, and that's how we came together.
But the anger is still deep-seated, inspiring a new generation of student activists. But the battle is not yet won.
Sonel. In English, that would be, we are fed up. There's nothing beyond that. The activism that you're seeing, the students that are uprising now, it's because we are fed up. We've watched in Parliament when people raise critical issues and points. Our own government lost them away, and nothing is done about that. And now we are saying, as civil citizens of South Africa, we must take back that power. We're the ones that put them there. We're the ones that must remove them also from there. We must work from the ground up, and not from the top to the bottom.
And we want all students actually to rise up against the government. We want all students to fight for what is right, because without education, we're not going to go anywhere. So the students that you think that we are actually the cool generation, the Kim Kardashian generation, actually we're the reading generation, we're the Steve Biko generation, we're the Chris Hani generation, we're the Malcolm X generation. That is actually going to advance the struggle until each and every African life is worthy, until Black Lives Matter, until Africans are not subhuman, but as human, as equal to white people.
It had always been said that we are the lost generation, we are the generation with no direction. It is very overwhelming that all students currently, they are conscientized, they want to fight for their right, which is constituted on our constitution in South Africa. Currently, students are becoming active because now they see the need to fight, and the struggle is very genuine. We are demanding free education. It has always been resolved, even in the Congress of ANC, that it must be implemented free education, but silence had continued to be the response. Currently, students, the momentum, it cannot be dropped. Indeed, the struggle cannot be postponed. We are demanding this free, quality, compulsory education in our lifetime. And we are saying that we are not going to retreat, we are not going to surrender.
Students say, as long as inequality, poverty and racism remain, the movement will continue to exist.
We are pushing and antagonizing for what we believe in politically, and to reimagine a society where Black South Africans have the opportunities and possibilities that we deserve in this country, and that the promises that many political organizations have made, etc., around the ending of poverty and inequality, and all these promises around the wealth and etc. We want to see land redistribution, we want to see wealth redistribution, we want to see free education, and all of those things are not going to happen without a movement that is going to continue to push those for those things.
The Rhodes Must Fall campaign set the tone for Fees Must Fall. Students are no longer willing to accept the status quo. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.